So there are lots of ways to do this. I like to do it in a way that if it doesn't work, I could undo it at the end of the day. So I avoid the ones where the yarns are wrapped over each other, something that's more permanent. And with more rustic yarns, I might do a felted join or a sometimes called a spit splice. There are other names for it. The first thing I want to do is look at my plies. And the yarn I'm working with has 3 plies. Got 2 of them there and 1 of them here. And what I like to aim for is having the area where I'm going to knit 2 together with the old strand and the new strand. So I'm just going to undo one of these plies. And I would like for those stitches to be the same thickness of yarn as my working yarn. So for this, I'm going to leave, because it's an odd number. If there were 4 plies, I would do 2 and 2, but because it's an odd number, I'm going to do 2 on one side and 1 on the other. Doesn't matter which. I think I'll leave the single strand, which means I'm going to leave the double strand on this side and just work with 1. And what I'm going to do is lay this one over so that I've got, from my old strand, I've got 2 plies and then 1 ply from the new. And you can actually wrap it around if you want and sort of reply that. It's not going to show once you get going. But what you want to do is make sure that you have a tail of the single ply and a tail of the single ply from one from the new and 1 from the old, enough that that's not going to pop to the front. You know, leave yourself, if in doubt, leave a nice long tail. I probably don't need quite that much, but you want to leave a bit of a tail. And then I just hang on to those so that I've got some traction. And then I'm going to knit with a double ply from the old and a single from the new. Just 3 or 4 stitches is plenty. And then what I'm going to do is drop that. There's that double ply that I was using on the old. And now I'm just going to pull this back down to reply it a bit, all from the new, and carry on with a full, all 3 plies from my new yarn. Okay, so the reason I like this is that if it shows for any reason, I could go in after I've knitted this whole thing and unpick that without having to undo any knitting. You could unpick that. I've done a bunch of these already and they look absolutely fine from the front. Once you get going, you can tell even already you really cannot see where I did it. It's a pretty invisible way to join. So my problem with the felting method, where you would put these, overlap both of them and felt them a bit, is that can change the texture of the yarn. Now, if you're working with a really rustic yarn, that's not going to show. That'll be fine. But something that has a bit of a sheen to it or is a finer yarn, sometimes that can mess with the color. So if it's dyed, there just can be things that could go wrong with that. Usually you can get away with it, but I like to not chance it. Now, these little guys that are hanging here, I'm going to finish my garment and then I'll go back to these. If I feel like I need to work them in a little bit more, I might, if you cross them, this one I'd work in this way, this one I'd work in this way, and same over here, because they come out, I'd work this one this way, this one this way. Work them in a little bit maybe, but I'm going to see if it really needs it. When I finish that and trim them, I do leave little tails in the back, 1/2 inch or so even, and then frizz them. I will just do this one because it's pretty short already. So I will flip that, and then I just give them a little bit of a tease and fuzz them up, and you already can't even see it. But what that's going to do is, if it has a little bit of a tail on the back of the sweater and you've frizzed it up a little bit, it's going to stay on the back of the sweater. if you cut it flush with your sweater, it's going to pop to the front and become kind of an eyesore. And so I leave enough on the back that it's going to stay in the back. And like I say, then give it a little bit of a frizz and it should stay on the back. So that is how I join in a new strand of yarn.